So today I want to talk to you about adopting an animal. As you guys know from a previous video of mine, I have two cats. Their names are Sebastian and Victoria. They're two cats that I adopted. One was actually from I think you guys might call it pound in your jurisdiction, or shelter. And that's my cat Sebastian. But Victoria was actually donated to me by my former co-worker whose cat had some kittens, but it was still an adoption, just not an official adoption. Cats are not like how you see on TV. They're not always, oh, so cute and be interested in you. Listen, cats have personality, all right? My two cats, they are polar opposites. Sebastian is a male, and he is the one who is much more cuddly and friendly. Victoria, she is something, all right? Victoria will scratch you if you try to pick her up. She has scratched me many times. Probably see videos of me and, oh, there's actually a scratch right here. They tend to fade over a period of time, but the fact is that that girl has scratched me all over my body. Like, she has no boundaries when it comes to scratching. Like, literally as soon as you pick her up, she starts to, no, I'm not going to try and demonstrate with her because I don't want to get scratched. I'm actually recovering from a scratch right now. All right, so both of them, yes, they are spayed and neutered. Okay, you spay female cats and you neuter male cats. The benefit of both is that the cats will be less desirous of roaming, and for the female there'll be no heat cycles. For the males, they will be less likely to spray and mark your territory. If you want to have cats and you want to ensure that they don't trouble your food, you need to have them from they are kittens, from they're very, very small. I have had mine from they're very small and they have only been fed cat food. I have never had an issue where they are trying to jump on the table to eat our food. While we're preparing meals, we don't have to worry about the chicken being out or the fish being out and that they're likely to eat it. They are so well trained in terms of not eating human food that if I run out of food for them and I try to say give them a tin of sardine, they're not going to eat it. Like, I tried this even recently, they will not eat it. Those cats are stubborn. They only like certain types of food and that's it. They don't care. They don't business where you want to have to go to get it, but they want their food and that's it. You also have to ensure that you take your cats and any other pet to the vet regularly. They will need their shots, they might need medication. You don't want to invest so much money taking care of this member of your household, and then because you don't let them be seen by a doctor often enough, they end up getting sick and, worst case scenario, dying. Cats are very feisty, or you might say feisty. You might be very excited about something and you're just looking at you like, okay, yeah. Sebastian is such a sweetheart though. There are sometimes when he's looking at me and they will tell you that they love you because they go like this with their eyes. They slowly close and open their eyes, and when you do it to them, they will tell you I love you in return by closing and opening their eyes, right? Victoria will just look at me like, but Sebastian, oh, Stevie, he will look at me. When you're clipping their claws, you have to be very careful. You do not clip down to where you see the pink or the red in their claw. I have at least 2 claw clippers. I try to make it a very good experience for them. They are attracted to leather. For some reason, Sebastian likes to sniff around our leather things, especially our bags. He rubs his head on it, and then sometimes he will just be nibbling, and you're like, what the heck? Don't be doing that. They will grab onto your curtains. They will hold on to the side of your couch or your sofa and just put in their claws and alright, so you have to be mindful of the type of material that you have. We're so happy that we bought this kind of couch, because for some reason, even though they have attempted to destroy this couch and to make our lives a living hell, this couch has survived, and our accent chair has also survived. Our recliner did not survive. They went into it, and it died a quick death. That recliner had a leather material, and I now understand that leather and cats do not mesh. No, they don't. A lot of people might not know that you can also walk your cats. I mean, we have leashes for our cats and we walk them. Well, not during this particular time where we'll be taking them outside, but we have taken them to the park before, and we put on their leash and they walk and they smell the flowers and they look at the butterflies and they play with each other. Again, once you have them from they're very young, it's good to train them. If you get them when they are teenagers, so to speak, it might be a little bit more difficult, especially if they had a rough past. But you just have to understand that just like human beings, it will take a lot of time and patience. Oh boy, you have to have the patience of Job. You have to. I have tried a lot of things. I've tried using the glove, I've used a lint roller, and those are all superficial aids, in the sense that you might get some of the fur off, like your furniture, but there might be a lot. Thankfully, what I've learned is that I try to choose a lot of pieces that have neutral colors, so that if there is any fur, it is not extremely obvious. Now, my cats, I'm not saying that they shed so much that there are clumps of fur all over the place, but at the end of the day, you will be mindful of the fact that there is some fur, just like how human beings, we shed our hair. Cats will shed their fur, and so you just want to be mindful. I had a beautiful big red rug in my living room space, and my partner and I decided that it makes no sense because we had to be cleaning the rug so often, so we ended up getting a neutral color that in the event that the cats went and they laid on it, it wouldn't be extremely obvious. But on a bright red rug, as soon as they laid on it and got up, you would just almost see like a little outline of their bodies on the rug. In terms of clothing, not all cats like that. I've tried that before, and my cats are not really interested. They will fuss and fuss and fuss until you take it off. There are some cats, however, that do like it, so you have to understand the temperament of your animal. A lot of people are surprised that I bathe my cats. I bathe them at least every month and a half, maximum 2 months. You might tell by my accent and previous videos on my channel that I live in Jamaica, so we are in a very hot climate, and I just feel like sometimes when I get a nice bath, they feel so relaxed afterwards. No, I won't lie to you. During the bath, they are not that happy, even though I have been bathing them since they were kittens. I thought by now they'd be used to it. But I find that when I use warm water, they are not as agitated as if I were to use cold water. So I do bathe them. They have the little shampoo. I use a conditioner as well because I want their coat to look very nice and be soft and healthy. I think I've trained Sebastian how to take pictures. I mean, once I take out my phone and I point it at him, it's like he's posing. I mean, that's just so amazing. And cats are a lot smarter than you think. Sebastian loves watching the television. I turn on YouTube, and that's another thing. You can play a lot of videos for them. Victoria will watch it for about 5 minutes and then walk off, but Sebastian will sit there for like 15-20 minutes. He loves to watch those cat games. Sometimes they have a fake fly buzzing on the screen, or they will have a fish going across the screen, birds chirping. Sometimes I let them look at other cats. And when my cat gets a little bit two-faced, I show them on the cat and I say, listen to me, you're getting good treatment here. It's not easy outside, alright? So you need to love and respect me. But you just have to understand that cats, they are part of your family. They really are. I mean, my little babies, like even when I travel, I can't come back to Jamaica without bringing back something for them. There used to be a pet store that was very, very close to my partner's and my apartment, and I would be there all the time just buying little things for them. Thankfully that pet store has moved, because how cats are kind of like babies. You buy them something today and they're so excited, like a toy rat or something, and playing with it, playing football with the rat all over. And then like by next week they're not interested. They see a carton and they will climb it and make the carton their bed. So you just have to let go and understand that, alright, sometimes they're just not interested in the things that you do for them. Sebastian and Victoria on Instagram, guys. Anyway guys, it's just a short video just telling you about what you might consider when you are getting an animal. Thank you all for tuning in. Until next time, this has been Liming with Courtney.